The 5-2-1-2 has become one of the most meta formations in FC25. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the best 5-2-1-2 custom tactics, and then I'll show you some gameplay as well to show you how to get the most out of them. Let's get into it. Yes, guys, the dirty 5-backs are back. We hate them, but you almost can't help but use them sometimes when you see how effective they are. This video does help you guys out. Please do leave a like on the video. It really goes a long way and helps me out. In return, here is the code for these tactics on the screen below. Getting into these tactics, the build-up style I have ran with balanced. I really like short passing this year, but on this formation, people were just coming short too much when I wanted them to be running. Obviously, in a 5-back, a big part of what makes it work is the overlaps from your wing-back. So when they're not doing that and they're dropping short, the formation loses a lot about what's strong about it. So balance seemed to fix that, so that's what I'm running with. The defensive approach, I say a more cautious number of 60. It's still enough to press, but with a 5-back, you haven't got as strong of a midfield presence, so you don't want to press too high because you just haven't got a strong enough shape to press. So 60 depth seems to be really good in terms of still being able to put pressure on the opponent, but kind of leaning into the strengths, the defensive strengths of the 5-back. Getting into the player roles, I run both strikers on advanced forward and complete. Because our only wide players are the wing backs, I put them on complete so they do make runs sort of diagonally and out wide as well. It helps with linking up with the wing backs, but it also just kind of gives the attack a little bit more of a shape. In terms of the central attacking midfielder, I initially ran Shadow Striker actually on this because Verts has the role ++. And it worked fine, but the moment I went to Playmaker, he was always in the hole, acting literally like a cam, true to how you kind of expect a player to play in that role. And I did just think it was better. I certainly preferred it. So Playmaker is definitely the way to go. And I left the focus on balance just to get a little bit more defensive support. Our centre midfielders are both box to box. Basically, in this kind of formation, you don't want them sat too far back because otherwise you're just kind of lacking players in the middle up top. But then at the same time, you don't want them advancing too much because then you've got no sort of presence in the midfield at all when you lose the ball. So box to box to me is just what makes sense. I can't really imagine much else would work. I think what is really key in this formation is these two players in particular just have to have really good passing because often you're going to have the wing backs overlapping and you need to send those long balls through to them. Our right back and left back are both on attacking wing back and the focus is on balance. Now, I initially ran with, which one is it? It's that one there, wing back. They weren't coming into play soon enough and I felt by the time I brought them into the play, the opponent was just so set up at the back, I couldn't really do much. Attacking wing back really gave them that presence out wide and it really felt like I had like that overload at the right time. So attacking wingback is definitely the way to go. However, because that is very offensive, I recommend keeping the focus to balance because attack with attacking wingback is just a little bit too much in the other direction. Getting into the centre backs, they are all on defender defend, so nothing crazy there. We just want them sitting back as a solid back three at the bare minimum. And then the goalkeeper, just go with whatever works for your goalkeeper or whatever you prefer. As we get into the gameplay and I show you guys just a few of the goals, I just wanted to sort of get your guys' thoughts on what you think about 5-backs becoming a lot more of a staple in this year's game. The main reason for that is that they've been unbanned from competitive play, so a lot of the people that you watch and like on Twitch and YouTube, they're going to be using 5-backs more, so it just influences everyone else to use them. I personally still prefer the 4-4-2 over the 5-back formations that I've tried so far. I just feel like that's the formation that I play most naturally in. However, there is definitely a place for these formations in this year's game, and my advice to you guys would be don't play with them with the logic of just defending. Really play with these and really reap the attacking rewards that you can get from the two overlapping wing backs. Don't just treat it as keep everyone back and try and pick up on scraps, you know. As you can see from these clips, the team actually moves around really well, and I really think adding that playmaker to the cam really helped me with all the build-up play and getting people through. I do personally think having the attacking wing backs certainly makes the 5-back essence lose a little bit of that defensive stability, but I just think for what you get in return on the attack, it is worth the give and take. But if you do struggle with that, you could put it back to wing back if you prefer to build up a little bit slower. That is everything for the 5-2-1-2 today, guys. Give these tactics a go. Let me know what you think. As always, if you've got any questions, just let me know down below. And if you want to check out my custom tactics playlist, that is linked in the description below for you guys. But as always, if you did make it this far in the video, I really appreciate your time. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn your bell on. Take care, guys.